I'll explain that later to you, I guess, to check it back from here, and so... Yeah, definitely. Saint Peter, like the one that was supposed to be from Gore, you know. My parents thought it was a joke, and I lived with it, and I got spanked a lot in my life. But well, first, let me say hello. You must know I'm really fucking scared right now. I've sweat my shirt right down this line, and I just need to take another wee and I'm completely wet and showered. But I hope you don't mind. Okay, I came here as a tourist a few weeks ago, and I was about to discover Germany. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about my funny experiences I've made through this time. And they were funny, I can tell. Yeah. Some of you might have recognised the nut brain fucked in the audience that my German is actually not quite good. I hope you don't mind, because I don't give a fuck. Well, that brings me back to my... Love that laughter, yeah. And besides, I love that song, that Finnish song that turned me really on. Yeah. I'll talk to you later about that. Let me get on, yeah. Well, I came as a tourist to Germany because I always loved travelling around a lot. And I always made a plan not for me to choose which countries I'm going to destine. And this plan is called my own personal BBC plan, which has nothing to do with that TV series program or something like that. In my case, it stands for Bitches, Beer and Cockfin. Yeah, you know, British way of life is a little bit nasty. You've heard that singer a few minutes ago. Look at the depressive side of it, and here's the fun one. Yeah, I wanted to say, I really love that show. I've not been to very much show like this, and I really loved it, especially at that Shadow Theatre right at the start of it. That was gorgeous, and I would really like to see porn in that. Yeah. But wait, let's get back to my story. Well, I've planned to go to Germany. I've got my 3-point BBC programme, and what is it? What makes Germany my perfect destination? You've got bitches, you've got hundreds of beers, and you can give a lot of cock fun, I found out. Yeah, basically, another reason for me to come is that Germany and Britain are not so very different from each other. For example, both countries are being governed by old ladies, grumpy bitches. You call it Angela Merkel, we've got a David Cameron. And we also have a queen, which is really good because every British has to pay for it. We love to pay for our queen. She gives so much back to us. She gives tyrants, naked princes, and 1,000 ships on a river nobody can swim in. But let's go for that. It's the queen. We love her. We fucking love her fucking queen. Really. Another piece. Between Germany and Britain, we've invented a lot of beautiful things which are really popular in Germany. For example, we've made soccer, which is really huge sport worldwide, you know, and everybody wants to play in Germany in the Bundesliga. Nobody likes to come to England. If they come, they just can't get home. And we've invented coma drinking. Whoever all might know, I've read a lot in papers that German teenagers love coma drinking in English, as much as I do. Yes. Another piece that brings Germany and Britain a little bit closer together is the pieces that Germany invented throughout the centuries ago. They're beautiful things. You've made up things like the Third Reich, which was almost as good as the UK, as the Commonwealth. You know, Britain owns half of the world completely, and the rest is going to be taken over. You've just made that too British at one night. That's going to get illegal for you. Yeah. Okay, back to my story. BBC programme, had in London, fat my arse in a plane, destined Berlin, and touched down there. I went on. And the first program point and the last are the most important ones. It's bitches and cut fun, and the big comes in later, and I'll tell you about it. I've got a desire that needs to be filled from time to time. I've got a really big crush on huge women. I favouritely call it ballooning, but ballooning does not mean riding in the air, it means riding on a really, really huge woman. You know, that one that usual guys always get scared of. It's when you know that Beth Ditto from Gossip, double that and I'm in the game. That huge. It's like in that scene in Jurassic Park, you've seen it, I think maybe we've seen it. There's this one scene in a car, this glass of water, and it starts to shake under the steps of this huge T-Rex. Replace that with women and I'm in it. Yeah. Karma drinking helps a lot in that. You know, yeah, you can't get to know that. That one laughter, that one, he's in the game too. I know. I always learn to focus, yeah? Okay, let's get back to that. I've just made a point. I've lost my... Okay. Let's do it again. Huge women. I'm a little bit nervous. I hope you don't mind. No. Computer science, no. Okay, huge women. I like them very much. I've got these T-Rex women, and I went to Berlin into one of these nasty bars that you only find in the suburbs. You cannot find them in the inn clubs. The girls I want to find are in the streets where no one wants to go alone. I only take these women which nobody wants to be found dead side of. Well, fine, you're really good in understanding English, aren't you? You fuckers are really hilarious. Nice. Well then, I've made my way to Berlin. I got myself in a bar, placed my eyes at the bar, started drinking and watched out. And then it came. I already felt the floor shaking when she came in, and I was like, yeah, she was about 350 kilos up. Almost naked because nobody makes shirts in that size. Everything was hanging around really irrelevantly. No matter where you stick it in your end. I like that lot. Yeah, it's not my fault. I'm not watching that skinny girls. I don't like this shake, wiggle, wiggle. I wanted to shake, wiggle, wiggle. One slap goes 2 days ahead. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. But nobody prepared me. It was that freaky language you speak. You know, when we learn German in British schools, it's always like, you learn English in a German school. My name is Tommy and I sit on the potty. Yeah, almost like this, you know. Well, I went to the bar, I've got drinks after drink after drink, and when I couldn't almost stand, I held myself up on my legs. I went to her and I said something like, and she was just like, ich hab nicht ein Wort verstanden, aber ficken will ich wohl. Just think of my reaction, and you wouldn't remember. It's also a fact that if you make love with huge women from time to time, you cannot have a relationship or like have an everyday sex with them. You can't be dead in a week. What do you think when they fall on you? Yeah, but yeah, so that's why I'm doing it like in the beach and the cock front stuff. I take one after the other, and I've got 2 days or 3 days of a break in between that, and I've my tour on, so I'm almost losing my point. I'm looking at these faces and they're staring at me. You're getting me fucking nervous. I don't care, okay. I went on. I made my tour from Berlin to 4 big places in Germany. I've made the north, the south, the east and the west. And the next after Berlin was the south. I went to Munich. My mouth is completely dry. You can maybe hear it. I made it to Munich, and I've had really a lot of fun in that town. I've met a lot of beautiful people. I've met the fattest woman ever. And she said things like me, I never could understand. I'm not really good in understanding German. But what the hell means, so wenn ich pack dir, dann weiß ich mir die Beine auseinander. I thought she had pain or something like that, but she was inviting me. That was the night I didn't remember too. Yeah, that was what I wanted to tell. If you make love with big women, it happens from time to time when you're so completely drunk when you go into it, that you don't even remember, you cannot remember what happened.
St. Peter, your time is up.
Okay, I'm getting to the end. But that does not matter because you can see all the blue spots and stains and the blood that's left all over your body. And I used to buy these shorts yesterday and they were completely new, but I've had sex last night. Here in Cologne. And that was the last thing I thought in Germany. That was she sat in Köln. Botslos, Mundhole, und dann in your lot. And that was what she did, yeah. Thank you, Germany.